We're joined by Mahesh Chhabria, who is the Managing Director of the company. Thank you so much, Mahesh, for taking the time. As I understand it, there's quite a bit of change that is being witnessed by Kirloskar Industries, and one of that is the focus that you seem to be given towards your NBFC arm, which is now called Arka Fincap. You've made a sizable investment into this arm. What is the future here? How does it fit in the overall scheme of things?
Thank you. So let me just begin by clarifying that Arka is a 100% subsidiary of Kirloskar Oil Engines Limited, which is also part of our group. We've committed and invested 750 crores in Arka's NBFC business so far. The plan is to go up to 1,000 crore investment, which means that the balance 250 crores will be invested over the next 15 months period. Which will again take it to 1,000 crore capitalized NBFC business, which makes it one of the most well-capitalized businesses to begin with in the NBFC space. We began our journey by actually looking at our own distribution network and seeing where we could leverage our own distribution. And we have more than 14,000 touch points across the country. While we were doing the study, we figured out that that element of our network needed a great amount of investment in technology and to start with being a digital platform from day one. So we made the investments in Arka to be a digital company from day one. We started seeding the market by doing small-time loans in the SME and the MSME space, along with which we started wholesale lending business to corporates and to the real estate space. A large part of it went to the corporates and the real estate space simply because we wanted to set right the liability side of our balance sheet and focus on how the technology plays out on the MSME, SME side. As we become more and more confident of the SME, MSME rollouts that we already played out with, current size being approximately 70 crores of investment in that space, we will take it to bigger heights in the years to come as time goes by.
Mr. Chhabria, just to follow up on that, in terms of the area of focus, MSME, a lot of people have spoken about the disruption that you face in the space. What is the kind of approach in terms of aggression and expansion of the book? Because that is certainly something, the quality of the book is certainly something that you'd have to be very careful about, right?
You're dead right. In fact, COVID actually brought in a lot of cautious optimism in this growth story. Had COVID not happened, the book perhaps would have been far more bigger. But because of COVID, we had to pull down and see what the environment that we operate in looks like. We do believe that the space in the formal sector is actually becoming better and better. And as we are part of the formal space in the sector, our vendors, suppliers are pretty well funded. They get paid in time. So we don't want to disturb and do a lot of lending to our own supplier and supply chain base. However, we do follow a few sectors pretty closely, and engineering is one that we very easily know. We do believe that by being part of the, let's say, engineering ecosystem, we do follow other subsectors in the same space where we can lend money to, where we follow the drivers of those subsectors as well, and can actually be still cautious in lending with more fintech applications available, can lend money just as other, very seasoned competitors do, and still enjoy a very healthy growth rate. We are not one that is going to be overtly committing and expanding at a fastnet speed our SME book. We will take steps at different points in time, see the results, and then increase the exposure to that space. Right now, the book is close to around 1,400 crores in terms of size. As I mentioned, the MSME, SME space is only 70 crores, and the rest is between the wholesale lending book and the real estate book.
Sure. Talking about your real estate book, Mr. Chhabria, just wanted to understand, given your large land parcels, what's the land monetization plan?
Good question again. So you're right, we have close to around 87 acres of land parcel in our own books in Kirloskar Industries, 12 acres at Kothurud and 75 acres at Khadki. We began the journey by getting into development of the 12-acre land parcel at Kothur. This is a mixed-use development, commercial and retail space that we are already working on. We've already done a fair bit of work with all approvals in place, broken ground, construction on the smaller plot is already on, and we will shortly be breaking ground on the larger land parcels there as well. This will be all of 1.8 million square feet of leasable area with a built up of around 2.4 million square feet. The all-in total cost could be in the range of 1,600 to 1,800 crores as I talk to you.
Sure. Just wanted some color without getting into numbers about what are the power generation business trends overall that you're seeing, given that the commentary from your peers is very strong?
I think I also echo the same optimism. The numbers are looking good because of the spends in infra, spends by the government on various aspects of further investing money in the economy. And I guess for so many years in the last, let's say 7 years or so, we haven't seen any major capex going in, but we are pretty optimistic with the numbers and the capacity utilization numbers that we are seeing, that good times are here to stay, and we are pretty hopeful about the future as well.
Ms. Chhabria, I wanted to know about the water management solution segment where you have plans to enter bio-waste management too. These are opportunities which are very under-penetrated in India right now. If you could talk to us about that.
You're dead right again. As you all are aware that the government also has a plan to supply water to every household, and by 2027, a lot of India still doesn't get potable drinking water. And water is a scarce resource across the country. And we do have a role to play in that space as well, because we do manufacture both diesel pumps and electric pumps. And we actually are increasing our exposure in that space. And we will offer many more solutions rather than just offer products in that space. We will offer products with solutions and marry technology by leveraging, let's say, an IoT device on every product that we sell. We also will track it on our service network to ensure that the customers do get the desired service well within a defined timeline. And we do see that the sector has large, exposures of a large number of companies, but no company has a very dominant position in the water solution space. It's a very large market, and we do expect that we will also have a meaningful role to play in the next 10 years or so in that space.
Well, all the very best, Mr. Chhabria, for all of your future plans for the Kirloskar Group. Thanks so much for joining us today on ET Now. And I'm afraid with that, we're completely out of time as well on this episode of the show. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to ET Now.